Hi, since the last video, I have so much more things want to update you guys just because my piercing got a little bit issues or like story to tell you guys. So let's talk about the last video a little bit. I said that the snug and I forgot the name again, like these two anti-triggers have a lot of swelling and smelling, like because I changed the piercing a few days ago, like back there. But like if I changed my piercing, like my jewelry, like 2 weeks ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I have way more things to let you guys know more. Especially this video is more about my nipple piercing, but also something about this area. So why this video I want to let you guys know that something happened to me about my piercing, because I just shared that I've cleaned my piercing deeply, very deep clean. That means I use the cleanser for the piercing hole for cleaning, like really cleaning, like the strip, and then there's some liquid, some infection, I don't know, like I buy it from the professional. They said that this ended to clean your piercing. You can just like take it off the jewelry, and then you can put the string and then over the liquid that they provide you, and then just pull in, pull out, like just to do a little bit of cleaning. Like you can lower the germs, and you can just make sure you take good care of them. So, and it's really important. And I just got my small little one few days 1 week ago, like before I changed my piercing. So I think it's time to change my piercing, even though I didn't receive any new jewelry from Body Candy. And this, I'm so upset. They still didn't allow the package mail from US to Hong Kong, so I'm still waiting. I've seen so many 50% and free shipping, but still no, not for me, not for me, not for me. I'm still waiting. I hope I can receive my package like maybe next month, because the restriction in the Hong Kong pandemic, like especially in Hong Kong, the problem is decreasing, so, and the restriction is released very soon too, so the problem is really not that intense anymore. I think the package I would able to get from Body Candy is more possible next month. I hope so. And yeah, go back to the topic. Why I mentioned I clean so good about my piercing, especially this area. Do you guys see? Like you can tell my piercing hole now is way better now. Like it's really not swelling anymore, and just on a good place. Yeah, just be careful. If you really clean your piercing, you really need to put back your jewelry as soon as possible. Maybe you can give it a good time to take a rest, maybe away from your jewelry, like 1 day, but don't do more than 1 day, because I've learned about this so bad, because I've been putting back my jewelry for 2 days in a row for the ears. Nipple piercing, like 5 days. I've been doing so many things to get my nipple piercing back, and that's the whole new story. Now is for the nipple piercing. you know that nipple piercing is really sensitive, and you can get really irritated by the clothing that you wear, and if you like constantly touching it, and or just really easy to get irritated. And I have do so much research about the whole closet and on the internet, and there's so many stories that talk about after they got the piercing done 2 years later, exactly, not exactly, but like around that time, I already have my nipple piercing for 3 years, I think, but like not too sure about that. But just around that, there's so many people said that their piercing is closed because they took out the jewelry for just 1 day or just a really short period of time for cleaning or for like a debrief or just doing something. I don't know the reason, but like I took out my nipple piercing just for the cleaning purpose, and I really clean it really well, and no more swelling and no more greasy like nasty things get out. Yeah, it's just no more green and no more like yellow stuff. So like I thought it would be good to put it back, like, but just 1 day, and just 1 day I used to can let my nipple piercing rest for like 3 days. I still get no problem, no issue to get the nipple piercing back to the hole, like straight, like one. You only take 1 minute, 1 second, not even a minute. But like this time, I took out my after 3 years, 2-3 years, I got my nipple piercing. I just cleaned that really good. Supposed to be perfect hole ever, but when I put it back to the jewelry, it took me 4 days, 4 or 5 days. I used the string and put it back. There's so many things to tell you how to get back my nipple piercing. I used a professional string that used to clean my nipple piercing with the liquid tea. I just put some liquid, just a little bit, but it will dry. But I put it to the hole to keep it still have the straight line. It's very important. If you know that you are going to have a closed nipple piercing, make sure to do something if you want to put it back, the real jewelry. So I have so many thoughts to rescue my whole to rescue my nipple piercing, and I thought that there's so many, like I don't want to share the unsuccessful one, so I only share about the successful one. So okay, just skip all the sad story. So I put the liquid tea with the string and I put it back for like 2 days, and when I go to pee and when I go to the bathroom, I can just flush my boobs and give a good massage the whole, like doing the make a circle, like turn around the clock. It's so weird too. Yeah, both of them. So, and you don't even take off the string when you take the shower, because just you get, when the string get wet, it provide more space, like the string will absorb the water to get bigger. So you want the hole bigger, right, to get the real jewelry, the 16 gauge or 14 gauge, get it back. So you want to scratch the hole, and without doing that, if there's no string and the hole is about to close, you will just always stuck it right here. You cannot get there. So like you cannot get there. So I think about it. So what can I do to make it like, because when you took out the jewelry, if the piercing can close within a second. So what I think, I should make it like, I should have just maintained the row for the piercing to get all the way from the beginning to the end. So I think I should better to put a string here like 2 more days to make sure they don't close within a second, so it works. So if you have any problem with it, I really recommend to do that cleansing process, but try to make it, if the cleanest process you have done, the earliest you should put it back your jewelry on. So because I'm not too sure why does that happen to me, or why when I clean the hole it's just easier to get closed. But I think because when the hole is really clean and good to go, it just help it faster to heal. So that is why I think if you clean it really well, because it just help a lot the cleaning, the healing process. It's still something not, the jewelry is never going to meant to be there. So no matter how long did you put the jewelry, the hole, especially some special area like this, like not the loops, lower loops, but your body is never ever going to meant to be placed any jewelry. So you have to take care of it and make sure the hole is good. And if you want to keep the piercing, you have to make it clean and put the jewelry back as soon as possible. This is my story, and this is what I learned from the last week. I've been trying to do this video for the last couple of days, but I've been working so hard at the hospital, so I didn't get to do it. But today I get to do something I really enjoy, so I want to tell you guys my story about my nipple piercing and my piercing that I got. But now you can see after a few days, at least a week, my ear piercing is getting like back to the normal. It's nothing to worry about. So I just checked on my comment section on YouTube. There's one person asked, is the anti-triggers effect when you like any with the face mask? No, not at all. Nothing could, you can just nothing, it won't change anything. It won't affect or irritate your piercing healing process. Only is the earplug, only the earphone. So if you want to get it, go get it. Here is your piercing buddy to tell you. And yes, it's the end of my presentation. It's a weird things to talk. And yeah, if you have any question you want to ask, feel free to ask me. And if you have a similar situation or have any things that you want to share about anything like nipple piercing or piercing, feel free to tell me, and I love to hear from you guys. And see you in next video. Bye.